It was one of those quiet evenings on the ranch, the kind that hums with crickets and smells like fresh hay and summer wind. The sun was setting over the ridge, painting the sky orange and gold. My horses were grazing, my dogs were dozing, and I was just about to pour myself a cold glass of sweet tea when I heard it. Clang. A sharp metallic noise, like metal scraping against metal. I froze, listening. Then came the sound again, a fence rattling. Now, I've got 3 miles of perimeter fence around my ranch. It's built sturdy. Steel posts, barbed wire, and motion lights every quarter mile. Nobody climbs it by accident. I grabbed my flashlight and walked toward the north fence line. The dogs perked up, tails stiff. As I got closer, I saw movement. A shadowy figure near the property marker, half hidden behind the mesquite trees. I called out, "Hey, this is private land." The figure froze. Then, to my absolute disbelief, a familiar voice called back, "It's just me, Karen. Don't get jumpy." I swear, my jaw nearly hit the ground. There she was, Karen, in her pastel cardigan, flip-flops, and oversized sun visor, halfway over my fence like a cat burglar on vacation. I shined the flashlight directly at her. "Karen, what the hell are you doing?" She huffed, gripping the top rail. "Checking for code violations." I blinked. "Code violations? At night?" She adjusted her visor. "Someone reported that your horses were standing too close to the property line. I'm just verifying it." I laughed out loud. "You're trespassing on a ranch with barbed wire. Karen, you're lucky you didn't hit the electric line." She froze. "Electric line?" I nodded. "Yep, keeps coyotes out. Or, nosy HOA presidents." Her eyes went wide, and she jumped off the fence so fast she nearly fell face first into a cactus. Now, here's the part where things get truly ridiculous. Instead of apologizing for literally scaling my property, Karen whipped out her phone and called 911. "Hello. Yes, this is Karen Wilson from Silver Oaks HOA. The rancher at 124 East Valley just threatened me with an electric fence. I think he's dangerous." I stood there, hands on my hips, watching her spin her tail to the dispatcher while she paced around my fence line like she was auditioning for a soap opera. 10 minutes later, red and blue lights washed over the pasture. 2 deputies stepped out, both of them locals who've known me for years. "Evenin', Walker," one said, tipping his hat. "Got a call about a threat with electricity?" Karen immediately launched into her performance. "He pointed a weaponized fence at me. I could have been electrocuted. He's unstable." The deputy turned to me. "You want to explain?" I tried not to laugh. "The fence isn't even live. It's solar-powered. Keeps coyotes out, not Karens." The deputy walked over, touched the wire, and nodded. "No current. Just warning signs." Karen crossed her arms. "Well, it looked electric. That's psychological intimidation." The deputy actually chuckled. "Ma'am, the only thing intimidated out here is your common sense." Then came the kicker. While all this was happening, my security cameras had been recording the entire incident, from the moment she climbed the fence to her dramatic phone call. So when the deputies asked for evidence, I pulled out my phone and showed them the footage. Karen's face on camera, climbing, sneaking, muttering to herself about checking property alignment. The deputies' faces? Priceless. "Ma'am," one said, "you're under citation for trespassing on private property." Karen gasped. "What?" "I was protecting the neighborhood." He handed her the ticket. "You can protect it from the other side of the fence." She stormed off to her SUV, muttering something about lawsuit and public interest. The deputies waved me off and said, "We'll file this with the county." "You're good, Walker." I went back to the porch, still shaking my head. But the story wasn't over yet. A week later, the HOA board called an emergency meeting after my security footage went viral. Someone leaked it online under the title, "Movie Camera, HOA President Caught Climbing Fence, Gets Schooled by Electric Sign." Within days, the video had over 3 million views. The comments were brutal. Karen thought she was on National Geographic. This woman really risked tetanus for a property line. When the HOA turns into Mission Impossible, Karen tried to claim defamation. The HOA, desperate to avoid more embarrassment, voted to remove her as president. A month later, I saw her again, driving past the ranch with her window rolled up and sunglasses on. Pretending she didn't see me, I gave her a friendly wave. She sped up. I turned to my horses and laughed. Guess she learned the fence works after all.